Hello everyone and welcome back to my B&B Everyday YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. At Forrester, Ridge, Steffy, and Katie bandy the response to Hope's means. Ridge wants to say no comment, but this doesn't satisfy Katie. Shots and terminating lines doesn't inspire brand confidence. Ivy and Elektra come in. Katie introduces herself to Elektra, who notes, Will's mama. Ridge tells them Katie will be looking after their event, the relaunch of the jewelry line. Ridge and Steffy go on about how agitated they're about the jewelry line. Katie says they ain't go as big as the jewelry line, but it'll be great. Ivy and Elektra rave until Will comes in with a train for Steffy. When Steffy says they'll make an advertisement about Ivy and Elektra heading up the new line, Elektra snappily says she doesn't want to bring her name into it. Will asks, so you don't want to be part of the jewelry rollout? Elektra says she's just the adjunct. Ivy tells her she's a huge part of what they do. Ridge and Steffy want to punctuate both of them, and Katie wants to play up new Forresters joining the company. Elektra continues to protest, saying putting up her name in print makes it feel like she's doing further than she really is. They tell her the crusade is formally done and will be hitting social media moment. Elektra seems put off. Will thinks this will hit big. Ridge can't understand Elektra's response. He says they're going to put her in the limelight and urges her to enjoy it. At the Precipice house, Taylor is on the phone when a knock comes at the door. It's Brooke, who thinks she shouldn't be surprised to see her after what Steffy did. She declares it was deceived and wrong. Taylor says Steffy had every right to fire Hope. Her jest was deplorable. Hope's out of control. Brooke demurs that Hope tried to explain but no bone would hear. She wouldn't let Steffy's bias against her son end her career. She wouldn't let her persecute Hope this way. Taylor makes Brooke a tea and tells her she can understand why she's worried as a mama. Brooke is part of the administrative platoon and says she has serious enterprises about Steffy's judgment. Taylor suggests she save her concern for Hope. Brooke insists she didn't throw herself at Finn. Taylor asks how she ended up on top of him in lingerie. Brooke says she was just trying on the lingerie. Taylor thinks she needs to make her son understand there are boundaries that can't be crossed. There's nothing wrong with Steffy's jest. Hope has been fully unhappy. Brooke argues that she's not interested in Finn presently. Taylor doesn't suppose she should make defenses for her. If that's the only reason she came over, Brooke admits she also came to see how she's doing with the broken heart pattern. She read further about it. Taylor is pleased she's concerned about her and says she's feeling healthier and happier every day. Brooke's glad to hear it. Taylor says she spent times hiding from her passions and pain. She doesn't know what she'd have done without Ridge helping her navigate this. Brooke saw it with her own eyes. Taylor, Ridge and the healer. Taylor says as disturbing as it was for Brooke, it really helped. She's still seeing Chandra. Brooke hopes she's seeing her without Ridge. Taylor tells her it was just a yoga position and laughs at what she must have allowed. Brooke says it wasn't funny. Taylor understands. It was an intimate and cathartic moment. She and Ridge were veritably connected and gave in to the moment. For the first time in a long time, they were just following their hearts. Brooke narrows her eyes. At Il Giardino, Will tells Elektra to order whatever she wants. It's his treat. It's his way of drinking her to Forrester. She notes he's new too, and wonders what she's gotten herself into. Will admits work has been stressful with Hope and everything, but he doesn't want to get into the politics. Neither does she. She thanks him. He's the first friend she's made in LA. Will says she'll make numerous further. He wants to celebrate her big press advertisement. She's officially a stroke of Forrester Creations for the whole world to see. Elektra looks unnerved. Elektra reminds him they weren't going to talk about work. He asks to learn further about her. She says her pater is Ivy's big family. She didn't grow up in Australia, but she always kept up with the business. She's looking forward to starting a new chapter. Will thinks there's instigative effects ahead, but was surprised she didn't want to be included in the press package. I'm curious as to why. In the office, Steffy and Ridge talk about the press being intrigued by Elektra. They suppose she was a little nervous, but she's in good hands. They agree she's poised, beautiful, and confident. It's a good story that will take the sting out of Hope's termination and her line. Steffy asks if her father will continue to support her. They've to put it behind them as soon as possible. She knows this has been challenging for him. Ridge says it's grueling because Hope is Brooke's son. Steffy wants to know that he wa'n't question her judgment and wa'n't here to Brooke. It was illegal. At the Precipice house, Brooke asks Taylor, "So you and Ridge were following your hearts?" She wants to know what that means to her. Taylor had shut herself off from her feelings to cover herself. Now she has a lesser appreciation for hearkening to her heart. Brooke muses, "So, you're starting to see effects my way." Taylor's not sure about that. She's thankful to Ridge because he pushed her to get answers. This led to her advance. Ridge gave her strength and courage to connect with her heart. Brooke thinks this is amazing, but when she talk about connecting with her heart, what does that have to do with Ridge? You know what I'm asking, Taylor? Are you in love with him? Do you still want Ridge?